What is up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly MakerFlow Live. I'm Mark, co-founder of MakerFlow. We're in the MakerFlow studio. We got Sam on the ones and twos behind me on the Sam cam, and we're excited for today's live. There's Sam. What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Can we get a little sound check? 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me.
I can hear you in the hall.
We're doing. We got a special guest today coming too soon as well. What do you guys think about this awesome wall behind me? Let's get a little quick angle change over here. There it is. What do you guys think of all this? This is our Tumblr wall. I like to call it our rainbow wall. And today's live, we're going to be going over some awesome new colors that we're going to be dropping today as a new release, as a MakerFlow new release, new colors. So how's everyone doing today? Put it in chat. Let me know how you're doing. And anyone notice what I'm wearing right here? Anyone see that? I just got back from the Final Four in Indianapolis this weekend. That's why my voice is a little gone. Anyone from Indianapolis? Anyone got a team in the Final Four that they were cheering for? I would love to hear it. My team, you know, we live in Arizona, so my team was the Arizona Wildcats. I'm a diehard Arizona fan, so I love traveling to watch my team, especially when they make a deep run in the tournament. And it's been 25 years since Arizona Wildcats had made it in the Final Four, so I had to go out there and support the Wildcats in the Final Four. Unfortunately, it was a disappointing loss on Saturday, but hey, I still support them. Yes.
So we had some people who were literally counting down the seconds to when it was live time for the chat. So they are here. Everyone's saying it sounds great. Hey, Josh Perry. And yeah, everyone's just saying hello from Arizona. So we got some in-house people here. They said that they love the red going on over there. And Josh said, you must have had a productive day.
Yes, I am back. And I'm filling in for Danny right now in this intro. Danny's out today, but I'm sure he'll be back for the next one. So as far as some announcements we got, I know that MakerFlow, we're going to be restocking the whiskey decanters, the glass decanters. They're going to be coming back in stock. Should be by the end of this week. So that container is arriving very soon. So keep an eye out for the restock on that. Also, we've got a restock on the wood jewelry. That was a very popular item, the wood jewelry. It's been since we released it. So wood jewelry is coming back for the out-of-stock items very, very soon as well. What else we got? We just restocked True Flat. If you guys haven't heard about True Flat, go over to the MakerFlow website. Check out True Flat and all the awesome things you can make with that plywood as well. What else am I missing? Are there awesome restocks? Yeah.
Okay, it might not be a restock, but I'm excited about this. Instagram and TikTok, you should be seeing us in portrait mode, and Facebook and YouTube, you should be seeing us vertically, so or horizontal actually. But let us know how that works out for everybody, and they're excited for the new pendants.
Yeah, round of applause to Sam and Danny for figuring out the new camera angles. This beautiful backdrop we got set up here with our Tumblr wall. So give them a little hand clap in the chat. Great job on the tech and the soundboard there. Awesome job. But guys, today we're going to be releasing 3 new colors of in our Tumblr line, and we're really excited for these colors because these colors have been being requested for over a year and a half to 2 years. I think we've been getting these colors requested, and I know I mentioned sports in the Final Four. Well, a lot of these colors have to do directly with sports teams, school teams, and it really completes our Tumblr line of all the colors that we need. We're really not missing any colors now. So we're excited to show you guys today engraved and how you can UV DTF them as well. One other announcement, we still have our resin sale going on. We're closing out some of our resin items. So like resin molds, we've got the epoxy and UV resin. We've got alcohol inks, a lot of awesome sales going on under that resin category on our website, up to 83% off. So, hey, if you guys are into resin, jewelry making, shoot, at my house, we use it just to glue things up and everything. Even the flashlights and the lamps are on sale as well. So head on over to MakerFlow if you're in need of some resin supplies and check that out while supplies last, up to 83% off on resin. So great deals there. What's up, Sam?
I just want to say that also includes aprons and the shape glitter as well. So if you've been holding out on getting those shapes because you're like, I don't know if I want to pay that much, there's a lot of little shapes in there, and they're like $1 right now. So just saying,
and those shapes go a long ways.
They really do.
Like there's a little jar, but my God, there's probably like thousands of little shapes in there.
I've never had to rebuy a single shape.
So what do you use the shapes for, Sam?
Okay, so me personally, I've been doing a lot of different stuff with resin and epoxy lately. I've been making paintings where I'll put like little hidden objects, and then I use like glow powder and unicorn spit to make like webs. So that they glow in the dark over like the shaped epoxy, the shaped little things, and all kinds of shenanigans. But yeah, that or trays or jars, anything like that.
You ever done like any floating stuff or like snow globes or anything like that?
Snow globes, no, because I haven't bought like the liquid that you're supposed to use to make them like shake around. I stick with MakerFlow products only, and we don't sell that. So.
Gotcha. Look at that. She's very true to the brand. Who else is true to the brand? What are you guys making out there? And what's working for you guys right now? We just got past with Easter, so I know a lot of baptism gifts were being made recently for this weekend. But we've got a lot of more holidays coming up, and I think Mother's Day is probably the next big one. We've got graduation coming. So, man, what ideas do you guys need help with? What is working for you as far as the product line? I would love to hear in the chat, like, hey, this product's working. This product didn't work so well. This design worked. If we can all collaborate together on, what works, we can all help the community grow together.
So you did get a very personal comment. They throw it at you. Our friend Catherine's in the chat. She wants to know, is your facial hair new? Who is this?
My facial hair? What's wrong? Come on now. Jeez, you called me out, Catherine.
What, you were bald?
Yeah. Hair still. Shoot. I gotta just color it in a little bit. I gotta make it look a little bit thicker.
Okay, but after that, she did put an on-brand comment, so she can't wait to see the new 20s.
Okay. We got the 20s here. I think they're right. Let's see. Yeah, they're right here. Yeah, there we go. They're right beautifully here. So the 20s, I think we did a live last week on these, right? So this is the new shape. Gosh, this was requested a ton as well over the last couple of years. And this is the 20-ounce classic shape. And so this is actually a beautiful tapered shape. So it should fit in most cup holders. And what's great with this new 20-ounce shape, guys, is that it's actually the MakerTwist as well, with the addition of the handles that you can color combinate. So simply the lid comes off, and then the handle comes off next. So when you purchase the tumblers, guys, they will come with just the clear lid, and then the handle itself is optional, and you'll just add that in addition to the tumbler itself. So these have been really good since the release last week, but that is what that shape is all about right there. And of course, they come in the color matching box as well.
Someone needs to zoom in on the maroon ones. I don't know if you want to show those off real quick.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what we're going to be showing off today, is those new colors as well. Any other announcements? Anything else, guys, I missed?
I will say you guys do have a new podcast that's airing. So if you guys haven't caught all of the last episodes that we had, so there was a whole series with Coach Tom that was really cool. We went over a lot of different stuff in there about kind of businesses and how to scale it up as you grow. And then the new one that we have is with our friend Britt, who's actually doing a social media podcast. So I don't know if you want to get into that a little bit. I think we only have one part out so far, but the second one will come out this Thursday.
Yeah, guys, we brought Britt on board for a podcast. She's like a social media TikTok expert. She really helps grow brands. She's scaled beauty brands before. So she was on our most recent podcast, the John and Mark podcast, Making with Purpose. So make sure, if you're not subscribed, if you're not watching Making with Purpose, make sure you go on YouTube and go ahead and subscribe to that as well. So a lot of great content we're dropping on there to help you grow your business and help you just be in the know of what other people are doing, right? How they're growing their businesses, what they're doing out there in different industries as well, and how we can relate that back to the customization industry too. And John and I are recording the next podcast about AI as well, and how you can incorporate AI in your business too. So a lot of great stuff coming, and we drop those on a monthly basis. Anne Marie, I noticed she said she got her 20 ounces in handles. So congrats, Anne Marie. Hopefully those 20 ounces are working great for you. Glad to hear that.
You got people asking too about the laserette. People are really excited about all the new stuff. Someone on here said that they just got it to engrave like a shimmer glitter effect on it. So I'm kind of curious as to what they mean by that. I think probably the shading on it.
Yeah, I think I did see that. I think somebody posted in the Facebook group or something. They were able to get a really cool different shimmer effect on the laserette by probably, I don't know if it was just,
Was it Sheila?
yeah. I don't remember the name, but I remember the pictures. It was really cool. I think it was like a big wolf on there. And I don't know if it was grayscaled or different power settings, but
Let us know if that was you.
yeah. If I had a picture of that, shoot, we pull it up on our phone. We could probably show you guys that. That was really cool. Yeah, I think it might have been in the Facebook group or something.
And then we have a good question from Sterling. He's asking, are the handles sold separately? Currently not a customer.
Yeah, great question. The handles are sold separately. When you buy them by the case, guys, you're going to get 20% off. And so it brings the handles down to about $2 a piece when you buy the handles, but you don't have to. But it is a great upsell for you and your customers with adding the handles. And since they are sold separately, you can color combinate. Maybe you want a purple handle on the pink tumbler. So you can simply do that and color combinate hundreds of different combinations with the handles. 169 options now. Jeez, is that all?
That's for one style. You do 5 styles.
That's for one style.
That's 600.
We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4, just 4 styles here right now. We've got a couple more that we didn't even bring on the rainbow wall yet. So yeah, they are sold separately, but also a great upsell to your customers too.
I was right. It was Sheila.
Sheila, awesome. John, did you find the picture yet?
No, I'm trying to look for it.
Sheila's one of our longtime live viewers. She chats into us a lot too. She's really awesome. We always enjoy seeing her comments pop up, and she's one of the contributors in that MakerFlow group. So for anybody who's not in the MakerFlow Facebook group, definitely you should join that. There's a lot of cool inspiration you can see in there. A lot of people just showing off, and a lot of people who are willing to help you out. So if you have questions, you want to fine tune your technique, it's a really great place to do it. It's really collaborative and very community driven. So make sure you guys are checking that out if you haven't. And then I had a good comment from my friend Karin, who was our last host of Hecho con Razón, which is our Spanish podcast on our Spanish YouTube channel. But she let us know she'll be out for the next 2 weeks, but she will catch the replays. So guys, make sure if you miss us live, replays are always available on YouTube, and I will make you those shorts. So
I see a comment, received my 20-ounce samples today. Currently unpacking them. Congrats. Awesome. Hope you love them. Hope you like the variety of colors in that sample pack. The sample packs, guys, is something that John and I are starting to work on more and more. Great feedback from you guys, which is encouraging us to come out with more sample packs, more different bundles and variety sets for you guys to choose from. And it really just makes it easy for you guys to just, click and get a wide variety of products as well. I know that today, or sometimes we have a deal on the sample pack when we launch a product. Today, we're going to have an offer that John's going to talk about a little bit later. It's kind of a different way of doing your own custom sample pack. So I'll let him kind of disclose what that's all about and the special offer that we'll have on today's live and for tonight only. So coming very soon when John gets on here to talk about that. But go to our sample page on our website. You guys can get sample bundles of tumblers of different sizes with the handles. You guys can get bundle packs of the laserette items. That includes the wallets, the keychains, the coasters. You can get a sample pack of the passport wallets or even the journals too. So those are awesome bundles to get your business going. Also to show your customers, right? You get all the colors in your shop. So when you're visiting with a customer, you're going to that place of business, or maybe they're coming into you. You have all that variety to show them the different options available too. And maybe you don't want to drop some cheddar on some bundles. We also have our online catalog that is free for you guys to download and customize on Canva as well. So you can go on our website, go to the MakerFlow Pro in the top right corner, and you can download the MakerFlow catalog, and then you can make that catalog your own. You can add your logo on there. And we've seen a lot of success in the maker industry with that catalog that we offer as well. So if anyone has any feedback on that, I'd love to hear it in the chat as well.
I'm going to throw that link in the chat. I apologize in advance. It's only going through to Facebook and YouTube because that's the only place where clickable links go. But it is on the MakerFlow Pro site, as Mark said.
Yeah, it's a lot of great resources, guys. If there's any resources, any pain points that you guys are having, please let us know. We would be happy to help you guys succeed.
Okay, so we're getting a lot of comments asking about electroplated. One person wants to know if there's a rainbow starter pack. Someone else wants to know when is the electroplated coming out in the new styles. And then on top of that, we have an OG in the house here. Her name is Petra.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Petra?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, John's
She
getting
said-
excited.
She
What's
said,
up,
OG
Petra?
here. I buy from you exclusively, never disappointed, always top notch.
Welcome, OG Petra. Thanks for tuning in today on the live. Appreciate you coming by. Good to hear from you. Man, the electroplated starter pack, that's pretty dope. John's already working on it. He beat you to it. You never beat John to the punch, man. He's always like 1, 2, 5 steps ahead of everybody. But electroplated bundle, that's pretty dope because can we announce it? Do they know what's coming next week?
Well, I mean, Petra's here, so
Yeah.
come on.
Okay.
I want to, yeah.
Well, this is what you guys get on the lives. You guys get a little scoop, behind the scenes, some insights before the rest of the world knows. But next week we're going to be releasing our electroplated tumblers in this size and shape. So that means the 20-ounce tumbler. Also, it's going to be the 32-ounce hydro bottle in the electroplated. And when I say electroplated, guys, I'm talking about the gold undertone and the rainbow undertone as well.
White and black.
Yeah, and they come in white and black, and then the gold is under it, and then the rainbow is under it. I wish we had one around here. You'd think we would.
That is not what we set up for today.
And the 30-ounce, yes, and the 30-ounce. So next week, guys, electroplated 30-ounce, this 20-ounce, and the 32-ounce tumblers will be released next week. So keep an eye out in your inboxes. Make sure you check our emails because we try to notify you that way.
Yeah, glad we didn't have it because this whole live would have gone. Yeah, that's why we didn't bring it.
And hopefully we can have that sample pack ready, right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I was told that, yeah, we're gonna get it ready.
All right. John's working on it. Yeah.
Working on it right now.
He's such a doer.
So you got a lot of people on here saying that they love the catalog idea. Our friend Joe says he already uses it when he talks to local businesses. Someone said they just downloaded it last night.
Heck yeah.
Coleman twins are excited for the new tumblers, the electroplated. And then Chris said she'd love to see some bronze undertones.
Oh, okay. Now, are we talking like a rose gold? Are we talking like a copper? Copper, like an Arizona copper, we're the copper state. So I think that could go well for Arizona customers.
Also, Sheila said, just take all my money. Sheila, don't tempt them.
Yeah. Just open up a MakerFlow credit card. We'll just have it all.
I thought about that too.
John's already working on that too. He's already
yeah.
you're 2 steps ahead of all of us. Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, can I bring on our guest here? He's very well known in the industry. He's
Who are you talking about?
No, guys, this live will be ran by myself, Sam, and then today we're going to be bringing on Mr. John Modi himself to discuss tips, tricks, ways to grow your business, showcase you the new colors that we have launched today, just like a few minutes ago. They're available in our stock on our website. John's going to dive into those and show you those options. And I'm going to get a little bit of water because my mouth and voice is going downhill. What do you guys say? You guys ready? Let's do it.
Let's go.
John, come on up board, baby. What you got? Look the stage.
I thought that Mark was gonna shed a tear for what happened at the event in Indianapolis, but I think he held himself together.
It was a great season.
It was a great season, I guess. I was excited, and I'm not a big UVA fan. I went to ASU, so what you got, Sam?
Okay, so they're saying rose gold and copper. So you give them options, they're going to want both. And then Chris said that they are her biggest sellers. They're ready for new colors. So I hope you guys are ready for that.
Yeah. So, I was talking to a couple of people. I even saw some people post online, but a lot of folks are saying that they're offering the different handle colors, and it's changing the way that they're selling and how their sales are working. So, if you're one of those folks that think that the market is saturated, it doesn't have to be. And I think some of the cool stories we've heard is people offering the same tumbler customers, the MakerTwist tumblers, and it's working out. It's working out very well. For them as well. Like they're able to make that sale to that customer that they already sold tumblers to, just because they're MakerTwist tumblers. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah, people have never seen them before. So
yeah,
they reconsider tumblers again.
Right.
They see something different and innovative.
Yeah,
right?
and I think the cool thing is that even if you're a company and you do like a different combination of handle to tumbler, you can change that combination, and now you can offer the same customer a different color combination. So I think that's pretty cool too. But I digress. I did want to start out a little bit differently. So I wanted to do this before, but I really, we talk about Mark and I starting out in a garage. And so I wanted to take this way back, and I wanted to show you a picture of Mark and I when we started in the garage and how different we look. So check this photo out.
Nope.
There it is. That's what Mark and I looked like when we started working. Mark was bald.
Is that Bert and Ernie?
Who told you that's what you guys look like?
Somebody made a presentation and they were presenting to us, and that's the photo they brought. And I'm like, where's Mark's hair? So when Catherine was talking, I was like, oh my God, look at that. So Mark, that's what you look like if you're bald.
and no beard.
And no beard. Oh man. I don't know if I could be partners with you if this is how it ends up.
Oh, you're looking like a brown Santa Claus over there.
I don't think there's any level of focusing that would have fixed that photo.
Yeah, well, it's too far. All right, so this is something that I want to talk about, though. Jokes apart, the MakerTwist Tumbler is really close to Mark and I's heart, and the reason we're doing the live twice is because we actually came up with the MakerTwist system, and I want you guys to understand that Mark and I came out of the garage. We have no formal training in any of this. So when we came out and we had to go for the patent, I actually found the picture that I sent Mark and our factory and then to the lawyers, which this is very embarrassing. And I want you guys to see what this looked like. So Sam, can you go on this camera right here?
I was really wondering why you had your phone with you.
Yeah,
but I understand now.
yeah. So I want you guys to see, when you guys are out there and whether you're doing content, whether you're trying to introduce something new, you do not have to be perfect, okay? You just have to be out there. I really want you guys to understand that. So I want you guys to take a look at this picture, and I want you guys to see if you can understand what the heck this product is, because that is what I drew at 11 p.m. at night and sent to Mark. And I was like, hey, Mark, look, I got an idea.
Okay, guaranteed to fit in a couple.
So when I sent that over, I don't know what that is. It might be an anteater. It might be something just out of whack, but this is what I kind of sent over to Mark and then the factory. And funnily enough, the factory understood it, and they made the MakerTwist handle and the tumbler system. So I thought that was pretty funny, and this is how it started. And the lawyers really got this picture, and they had to redraw the entire system. So I thought it was something cool and funny I should share.
The most unstable tumbler ever. And then I think our attorneys were asking for the original drawings.
And
but can I just say, this is why I say I don't want you doing things at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. That photo, that's why.
Oh, but it worked.
It got done.
It got done, and the tumbler doesn't fall over because they didn't make it like I drew it, because that was a terrible drawing. But
right, what do you guys think about John's drawing? 1 to 10 in the chat.
It's definitely 11. It was well understood, because look, we got 4 different systems with the MakerTwist, so it was very well understood. Yeah. See, look, it got better though. This is what the skinny one looked like.
Okay. You want me to go back there?
See, there you go. See, it got better. It got better.
I didn't know that it was tapered originally.
Yeah, I guess I would say it's curved. So this is what it looks like right before we draw a patent. So
did you put like French fries in there? Like what's on the top?
I have no idea. No,
is that a grill?
Listen,
you have a grill on top of it?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh my God, you put coals in it? That's a good idea.
Sheila says, I get what you were going for.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Thank you, Sheila.
I love it. Nothing better than a napkin sketch for market-changing ideas.
Talking about napkin sketch, that's how MakerFlow was founded, in the back of a I was gonna say back of a Las Vegas alley, but in the back of Peppermill in Las Vegas. So that's for another day. But yeah, Sam, what do you got?
So back to the product launch.
Yes.
So I was asking people of the 3 new colors what they're excited about, what they're picking up first. So we heard baby blue, we heard maroon, it's already in my cart.
Yes.
We heard navy and baby blue. All of them.
Okay. So
blue will be our first case.
So let me go over here and let's get the new camera, because the new camera is so cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh gosh.
But remember the portrait one.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Let me go on this side. Maybe this side's better. There you go.
You still? Yep.
Oh,
sure.
Slick. Okay. All right. We got it. Maybe I can move it a little bit.
Oh, don't do that. It's gonna drift.
Ooh.
Nope.
Tokyo Drift.
Nope.
Oh. All right. Here we go. That's good. That's fine. So we have these 3 tumblers, right? And we have the 20-ounce classic. These are the classic shapes that we have. This is the Hydro water bottle, and this one's going to be the 30-ounce. So we've currently introduced these colors in these sizes. We just want to make sure that the color goes well. We don't want to be in a situation where we have the colors for everything, and the certain sizes don't work out. But we know that these are the 3 popular sizes. And it's funny because a lot of folks are actually asking me, hey, John, what are the popular sizes and colors that you offer? So the best way to order on MakerFlow is that way. If we have a certain size, even another great way is if you go to a certain page and if you see how our colors are laid out, we do our best to lay out our color options on the most popular to least popular. So if you go and you see like for Laserette, if you go rawhide and brown should be in like the top 4. And that's how you figure out what are the hot colors. You'll always notice that on Tumblers, it's black and white because that's always a very, very popular color. So that's kind of how you figure it out. But these 3 colors right here have been the most popular, right? Yes, Sam.
Okay, we're getting some good questions.
Okay.
One, they want to know when the rainbow and electroplating are coming to all the other color bases.
Okay.
And then another one, Sheila is asking a very good question. Why do the greens all look so different?
Okay. So the first one, the electroplated, are coming in next week. And so keep an eye out for the launch. It won't be on a live that we'll be doing it. It'll just be an email sent out. So just keep a watch for that. We might mention it in the live because we will be going live next Tuesday. But we will be launching the electroplated next Tuesday as well. But the live will be about something else. Now, as far as the green goes, let me take a look. So
you've got that 20-ounce skinny is a different finish altogether.
yeah. So if you're ordering the 20-ounce skinny, yeah. So if you're ordering the 20-ounce skinny, let me just show you guys real quick. So if this is a 20-ounce skinny right here, you guys will notice that this one's a bit shinier, it looks a little bit darker, and this one looks a little bit matte. And that's because that's how the finish is. This one right here, which is a 20-ounce, is more of like a satin finish. It's like a matte satin finish is what this is, whereas this one is more of a gloss finish. So we make sure that we have the same handle colors, which the colors will be the same across the sizes. We just wanted to make sure that was same because we couldn't get the handles in that glossy color. So it might be a little bit off if you have these 2 colors, but it's pretty close. So we do our best to match that. It is a little bit difficult to match the colors to the metal as they're 2 different substrates, but we do the best we can to kind of match it, cross substrates. So those are great questions. But electroplated, they're coming next week, so make sure you keep on a lookout.
Now, I switch cameras and you have to move.
Yeah, I know. I have to pay attention. There's so many cameras. I got to pay attention to make sure I'm centered so I don't look like this because I could see myself in one but not in the other. Yeah.
So we have somebody who made a good comment. Laser Focus Promotions is saying that on some cold calls, they'll bring in the cell sheet and a stack of just the handles to start. So I don't know if you want to talk about like the benefit of using those cell sheets, and I'm sure we have them for the new sizes as well.
Yeah. So let's talk about cell sheets and catalog. So there's 2 major resources. If you go under the wholesale section on the website, on top right, if you go to the website, you'll see wholesale. In that section, you'll see catalog and there'll be cell sheets. Cell sheets are specific to the product. No, not anymore.
So MakerFlow Pro is
MakerFlow Pro. Sorry, that's right. I'm sorry,
catalog.
I misspoke. MakerFlow Pro, and it's under there. If you go to the cell sheets we've made specific to a product. So what we do is, before you even, we got a lot of comments that, hey, you guys are having new products, this and that. And we mentioned to people that you don't have to buy the products, to get started. You can literally start with the cell sheets because each cell sheets is specific to the product, and you can grab those and already start handing them to your customers. You can start sending emails out and before you even get the product, and you can mock them up. So what would that look like? So let's say we take this hydro bottle, for example. This is pre-engraved with an engraving, as you can see, super shiny, right? Well, you can, on your cell sheet, you can grab the bottle, the color bottle that you like, and you can mock up this on there. And on the bottom, there'll be all the colors that the hydro bottle comes with and send it to your clients. So this is already available on the cell sheets, and you just have to do this. If you're curious on how to do the mock-up, when you get to the cell sheet page, towards the top, there's a video and it's instructions on how to use a cell sheet. I would be highly recommend doing that. It's a great way to start getting sales before you even get the tumblers. Yeah.
Colorful Impressions on Instagram is asking, do you offer wholesale accounts?
Okay, awesome. I'll get to that just after this. So now cell sheets is one thing. Catalog is a whole nother thing. The catalog that we have is actually one PDF that has all the products in it. And what we've done is we've kept it blank, so it doesn't say MakerFlow. So what you should do is you should go download that catalog and put your logo on there. It's totally fine. Or if you're very savvy, you can go and just pull out the pages that you want and make your own condensed catalog. so it doesn't have to be 64 pages long. But we've made sure we've added the catalog, we've added the pictures by category, by sections, and it's all divvied up. And the great thing about all this is you don't have to have all the products to do this. You could just start promoting it with the printouts or with the digital download. So keep in mind that you can do that. So those are two really good resources. They're completely free. And folks have been using it and having great success with it, to the point where they're using it for Facebook posts, they're using it for paid advertising, they're using it for socials. So that's really good. Now, coming to the wholesale account, it's a great segue, because a lot of the folks that are getting into the wholesale business are using the sell sheets, right? A lot of folks are using the sell sheets because they can easily send it to their clients. Folks are even adding the prices on the sell sheet. So that's a great way to do it. You got to add your branding, you got to add your email, your phone number, and add your pricing if you want with the tiered pricing for wholesale. So it's a really good way of using it. Now, wholesale, let's talk about that a little bit. If you guys want to get into this and you want something that everyone thinks is a wholesale account, there's a lot of misconception that, you know, you have to have like a tax exempt certificate and this and that and this and that to buy wholesale prices. But on MakerFlow, we actually make it super easy. You just have to make an account. You can literally go right now and you can log in. It takes less than 15 seconds, right? You make an account, and the way it works is we have 3 ways to order wholesale. The first way is up here. So if you look over here,
That's why you brought the sign.
I know, yes. This says build a bundle, right? And the build a bundle we keep up here because it's one of our most popular products. The build a bundle, the way it works is you just have to add 25 or more single products. Does not matter what product it is, just single products, right, to your cart, and it automatically gives you 10% off. The second tier is if you order by the case. So if you order a case quantity of the same product, so when you go on a listing, you'll see singles and cases. When you order the case, you get, believe it or not, I have a sign for this, 20% off, right? So if you order by the case, you get 20% off. So what that means is if you order the tumbler, right? If you order this tumbler and it's 25 pieces in a case, that's 20% off. If you go to the laserette, they're all 12 pieces in one case, 20% off. If you go to the jewelry, 12 in a case, 20% off. So you kind of get the point. The case counts can be different. The case totals can be, I kind of feel like a WWE, like I just kind of walk around with it, you know? Yeah. Oh my God, why do I do this to my, you're going to make a short on this. I know you're going to make a short on this.
Can
This
I
is
just say
fantastic.
again, I don't make the shorts.
No.
Descript makes the shorts.
I really call
just post
myself a
them.
WWE sign girl. This is fantastic. Okay, I just get myself into these situations. All right, so you get the point. It's 20% off.
At least you're not doing it in heels.
Wow.
The
Yeah,
Dean's
at
asking,
least.
is the case price for a single color?
Is that again?
The Dean's asking, is the case price for one single color?
I'm not sure I understand.
So, okay, so basically she's saying, do you have to get one single color to get the case price?
Yes.
Correct.
So on the 20% off, you would have to, for the cases, you would have to get the same style and the same color to get that 20% off. But let's say if you don't, let's say you want to get a mixed case, you do the build a bundle. You do the build a bundle and you just add 12, 2, 4, 5 singles of whatever, add it up to 25 and you get 10% off. So, and I there's nothing to hide here. There's no trick. It just takes a lot longer and a lot more labor to go pick multiple different items from multiple areas of the warehouse. So discounts a little bit less. If you order the same color and you order it by the case, it's just easier for us to pick. So we forward that discount to you. And that's why the discount's higher if you buy 25 or 12 or whatever of the same. No bikini. Oh my goodness, where is this live going? See, this is why Sam always is like, I don't know if I want John on the lives, but okay. So last discount on your wholesale. Yes.
So we've been getting a lot of questions about engraving. So I just want to bookmark that we need to come back
Yes.
to these engraving questions.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
All
yes.
right.
So we have 10% off. We have 20% off. Now there's another discount, right? And this is 10% additional off the case price. And this one has actually been super popular. So what this means is, let's say if you want laserette or the jewelry, right? You want to hold it, Mark? Mark is over here shaking it. Mark is, go in the back. There we go. I'll talk. Mark can be the octagon girl or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
It's too tall for him.
All right. So if you get 25 cases, you can mix and match your case.
Okay.
The corner side
You
guy.
can mix and match the cases. And if you get 25 or more cases, you get an additional 10% off the 20% off the 20% that you're already getting. So it gets a little confusing, but at the end, it's 28% off the singles price. So that's the maximum discount you can get. And a lot of folks have been using the build a palette because it's
You're
been
so
really
distracted right now.
that's been super integral in their business to get the pricing down. So 28% off the singles prices is the biggest tier we have, and it's really it really helps with that MSRP. All right, you're done. Give me this.
I love like how hard it was for John to focus during
Yeah.
all of that. Like,
Yeah, I know, but they actually fling it and do it good. Seriously, yeah. So guys, that's how you get wholesale. Now I know that question was there. It was a wholesale, and one thing I will tell you is that we do have tax exemptions and resale certificate exemptions. So if you go on the website, go to the wholesale section, there should be a resale certificate. If you have a resale certificate for your state, go there, sign up for that. You won't have to pay taxes on your orders. If you do not have a resale certificate, make sure you form the LLC. Actually, you don't need an LLC. You just need the resale certificate through your state. So you don't have to have an LLC. You just need to get the resale certificate. It's a matter of,
You could be a sole proprietor.
you can be a sole proprietor without an LLC, and all you got to do is just go to your state and sign up for the resale certificate, and that's all you need to make this happen. So we try to make it as simple as possible. And if you don't have the resale certificate, you just have to pay taxes on the order. So it's not that big of a deal. We just try to make sure what you need, you can get it ASAP. And if you are out there running a business, we actually have a blog on the taxes. It is super integral for you to get the resale certificate because you're shorting yourself by paying taxes. Do not pay taxes if you're a business and you're reselling these products. All right, so that was the whole spiel on the business, the wholesale, and Mark being the ring girl. So thank you, Mark, for being the ring girl. What do you have?
Are you just saying that again so that Descript knows that it's Mark
Yes.
and not
Get
you?
off of
Is
me.
that what
Yes.
you're trying to do?
I was trying to avoid Mark being the
Okay.
ring girl. So
Well, the
yeah.
Underlord sees all. All right.
Oh,
Anyway, so
God.
back to this. I do want to get to a comment. We had a comment on Facebook.
Okay.
Yasmin requested más español, pero lo siento, Danny no está aquí hoy. Pero his niño está jugar baseball
sí.
hoy.
Sí.
Yeah. That's about it. Lo
That's all.
siento. Check out the Spanish YouTube, Hecho con Razón y MakerFlow en Español. Now, we did get a lot of questions about the hydros.
Okay.
So people
hydros.
are asking for the hydros. Are they going to come in 18 ounces? They want to see those in colors. They want to see smaller ones for kids.
Okay.
What do you have to say about that?
All right, cool. So let's start out with the hydros with what we have first. And then we'll get to what we don't have, and we'll go from there. So the hydros right now, I have 3 colors, the 3 new colors. They're currently live, and they're in the maroon, which is in the middle right here. And then we have, so this one right here. So you can see how well that engraves. Then we have it in the teal color. And sorry, this is the light blue.
Fact checker Mark here.
Yeah, thank you.
Time out.
Time now. So that's the light blue. This is the maroon, and then
We're calling it light and not baby blue.
light blue. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one right here is the navy, and the navy was probably the #1 requested one that we had. So yeah, that's right. Okay. So this
Where
one's the
did you
navy.
go for a
So
second?
and it's wicked. Now the cool thing is, if you're new here, if you have not gotten our hydros, the way our hydros work, let me just show you. We used to have 2 handles that we used to sell the hydros. So Petra, if you've ordered our hydros in the past, you might have gotten the ones with the 2 handles. But what we did was we combined both of them. So now you have the straw side, which kind of pulls up like this, right? And then you could, if you just want to swig or chug, and here's a chug lid, and you just unscrew this guy, and you just flip the top, and you can chug. So it's both, either by straw or by chug. You can do both. So our hydro comes with kind of like a 2-feature, double feature. And then the last thing that we like is obviously the handle up here. So, and if you're engraving them, you can kind of see how well they engrave. They're super shiny. So as you can see, guys, real quick trick. We actually have these engraved with your design here. You could literally, if you have real samples, or if you're going out, or if you have a salesperson, or you yourself is doing it, just engrave something like this on there. You don't have to, if you don't want to hand these out as samples to a potential client, just do this. Just do this with your whole line of your design here, so you can show how it looks. And you don't have to, engrave each one for each person and kind of give it out. You can just do this, and carry something like this. So something super cool. So these are the hydros. Now the hydros in our line come in 13 colors now as well. And next week we're going to be introducing the hydros in electroplated. It's going to be 4 electroplated. It's going to be black and white with the gold, and then it's going to be black and white with the rainbow. So that's what we're going to have next week showing up. So make sure that you're online next week if you want the electroplated. Now, as far as the 18-ounce hydro goes and other hydro colors and styles go, Mark and I are always, we like to go a little bit slow because we like to make sure that everything that we have up here and that we're selling to you and we're goofing off with, we really like to make sure everything works. So the reason we only introduced these colors right here for those shapes, it's not because we couldn't have ordered the colors for everything else as well, but we've actually realized that 40-ounce tumblers have kind of lost their shine, right? And this is why we did not order it in the 40-ounce for the new colors. So we're just going slow. We're making sure that, you know, we introduce products at a good pace that you guys can actually bite into. And it's not, you know, it's not like we're introducing everything, you guys are ordering everything and it can't sell. So we're being very cognizant of that for you guys. So that's kind of how our releases work and how we think through things. So before I move forward, I know, yep, Sam's hand just went up. So what do you got, Sam?
All right, so I saw a new question that reminded me of an old question that I forgot, and it was about settings.
Okay.
So someone had asked specifically like for rainbow and electroplated settings for their Thunder. So for stuff like that where it says like coming soon, I do want to apologize. That's my team. We're a little bit behind on that, but we are getting right back into it. So if there's any that you see are missing settings, feel free to send us a DM. Instagram is the best way to reach out to me. But you can DM us on any of them and I'll reach out. I have enough influencers now working with us that someone probably has that setting for you. So we can find it. And regardless, they are kind of like a starting point. So you want to make sure you're seeing them that way. And you could always look for something with similar wattages and kind of go from there. John, what's your take on all that?
Yeah, so settings, Mark and I have been in laser engraving for over like 12, 13 years. It's been a long time. And even if someone ever gave us settings, we would always start in our own, our own settings that we know. And we do a lot of testing because we've realized that even someone else's setting doesn't have to be right. So even if somebody gives you settings, it doesn't mean that you'll like that setting. And a really good example of that is a walnut board. So if somebody gives you a setting for the walnut board, it doesn't mean that that's the setting you will like once you engrave it. Because I like the walnut board when it's very engraved very deep, but a lot of people just want to like engrave just the top. And so the settings really do make a huge difference. How you like things, how you don't like things. I think I don't know where my phone's in my pocket. So I can show you guys. So this is now, I don't really do trademark infringement stuff, but I'm trying to prove a point to somebody.
And is it the Hello Kitty thing again?
Yes, it's the Hello Kitty one. And I want to show you guys what this looks like. And if somebody were to give me settings for this product would not look like this. So, but these are my settings. This is how I like it. Now, if you guys have never used our rubber cutting board, I know this is kind of going off key, but this is important for settings. Make sure you do. But I want to show you guys, if you want to go on this one camera on the side, check out the engraving I got with my own settings for the rubber cutting board. That's actually a real engraving on a cutting board. So if you've ever done bamboo, you know how that is, but check that out. See how even that is? That's because I actually found my own settings, even though somebody else had different settings. So this is why I always make sure and love to have to do my own settings, even if somebody else gives me settings, because it's not really necessarily, it doesn't have to be correct, right? So make sure you're doing your grid tests. Make sure you're finding your own settings, even if somebody gives you a starting point. And one thing I would definitely do is, if you don't know the settings, go back to your manufacturer and ask them like, hey, give me some starting point settings for, glass. There's really not like, there's a bunch of substrates, but for the most part, everyone is working with very similar substrates. It's like wood, powder coated metal, you got anodized aluminum. It's just very similar. So your manufacturer should have some starting points as far as settings go. Correct, the laser manufacturer. Yeah, not the blanks, the laser, because we're just providing the blanks. The laser manufacturer should have some kind of starting off settings. So I would highly recommend that. As far as the website go, we're doing the best we can, guys, but there's like 200-300 machines out there. It is very difficult to get settings for everything. And I think some of the most comprehensive settings we have, I can't remember what product it was. I think it's like Tumblers or one of those. The settings get so long because there's so many different machines, so many different wattages. So Even if somebody in a group gives you settings, make sure you're testing them and you're testing a little bit above and below that we really like, the settings. Yeah, Mark.
A lot of people are still commenting about the 18-ounce hydros if we're thinking about that size at all. And then is there any type of 18-ounce hydro that we currently have that you can engrave?
Yeah. So at the moment, we with the 18-ounce, it's something that it's in our list of products to introduce. So if we come out with another powder coater, it's probably going to be the 18-ounce. So it's going to probably be the next one that we come out with the kids tumbler. We've been already kind of been playing with it. Now, if you do want an 18-ounce tumbler, we do have a stainless steel one, or we have it in sublimation. So it's white. Now, if you're UV printing or you're sublimating, you can technically turn the white one or the stainless steel one into another color. You can sublimate another color or UV print it and then engrave it. So keep that in mind.
There's actually a stainless steel one in the hall that I epoxied.
Oh, cool.
And turned it into many different colors.
Gotcha. So
right over there, marked by the turner.
So Sam already kind of did that. So she took a stainless steel one and she turned it into a different color. Keep in mind, you can do the same thing. Unless you already have a supplier that's doing the 18-ounce. I really want to make sure that we think through the 18-ounce and we make sure that we do something different for the kids, and it's not the same thing as for adults or teens or anything like that. But as you can see, Sam took an 18-ounce tumbler and she turned it and made it her own. So
and I put shapes on it.
Yeah, that's kind of wicked. This is glittered and epoxy.
How does that compare to the 32-ounce side by side?
Yeah. So looking at the 32-ounce, so it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we are looking into a kids tumbler, but we definitely want to make sure that it's something that, that's something new and it's not, the same thing that's out there. But yes, we do want to come out with something for the kids. So, yeah.
So we are getting more questions just kind of on settings in general. So I will say definitely do what John said, and if you guys are able to get those settings, test them, come up with your own, feel free to send me those settings once you have tested them and vetted them yourself. We'll put them on the site. And then other than that, they're also asking for the tumblers, are they all the same settings or do different colors require different settings? How should you go about that?
Yes. So if you find any of our tumblers, so like if I go over here, right, our 20-ounce tumblers, our hydro water bottle, and our 30 and our 40-ounce tumblers, they're all the same satin finish. The only one that you might have to do a different setting for is our 20-ounce skinny, because the 20-ounce skinny is the one that's glossy. So you might have some issues with the reflections if you have a different frequency laser. So you might have to do that differently. But the powder coating on the rest of them are the same satin finish. So you should be able to use the same finish, the same settings on all the rest of the 4, 5, 6 different styles. What we don't have here is the wine tumbler and the coffee mug. So because you don't have that, but those would be the same as the satin finish settings, basically.
Can you engrave a sublimation tumbler?
So yeah, and that's what I was alluding to with the 18-ounce. If you do sublimation or even UV printing, you could do both on the 18-ounce tumbler, and you can actually laser engrave it after. So keep that in mind. If you have UV printer or sublimation, you can change the colors of any of the tumblers because we have them in sublimation white and stainless steel, and you can technically make your own colors. A lot of people didn't think about that. So it's a really good one to think about. So for the poor chug spout. Yeah.
So we had a few people on here. Someone's asking about P3 settings. I want to say we do have a few on there. But again, Josh, if you're looking and you're not seeing what you need, just let us know and we can see if we can find it for you. Worst case scenario, we might ask for your help. And then Kendra said she's obsessed with the new tumblers. Daniel said he really loves the new colors. And then we've got somebody else on here asking, Jeremy De Jesus. So he had a comment that is actually very similar to things that I have done with settings. He said he used AI to calculate the comparable settings for his S1 machine based on the current settings that we had.
Gotcha.
So he had to tweak them a little bit, but they were very close. So that's another great idea. And to be honest, I've done that a few times and they do come out very close.
And I think that's a great suggestion. I think that's a wonderful suggestion because what it's doing is it's going outside and it's indexing whatever it can find on social media and everywhere else, and it's giving you an average setting. So if you're unfamiliar or we don't have it, just put your machine in. Make sure you put your brand, the wattage you have. If it doesn't know, like if you can't find the specific brand, it'll use the wattage of your machine and the kind of machine, like CO2, diode, fiber, and it should be able to calculate an approximate setting that you should be able to use. make sure if you're using AI to let it know what you want it to output. So it actually knows like what to give you as far as the numbers. Yeah, Sam.
So we got a couple more questions on the styles and accessories. One, will the new colors come in the 12-ounce sippy cups?
Okay.
And then two, can you get replacement lids for any and all of the tumblers and water bottles?
So the replacement lids on the hydros, you can. We do have those right now. The handles you can get, but the lids we're working on getting them here. So you should be able to get those soon. As far as the sippy cup goes, unfortunately, we do not have sippy cups in powder coated, but we do have them in stainless steel, and we do have them in sublimation. So if you did want to change the colors on those, you can you can engrave a sublimation tumbler, right? Because it's just a powder coating, but it's a different coating, but you can engrave them. We actually have a few glow-in-the-dark sublimation tumblers in our lobby that are engraved, and they're really, really cool. So you can definitely do that. So you can make your own colors, and you can do that. As far as more colors having more platings, we're probably going to wait on that just a little bit because, like I said, we like to make sure that we're coming out with good colors. We like to make sure, like, for example, another big ask is pastels. Folks really want tumblers in pastel colors. So that's something we're also exploring. So there's a lot of, options that folks are looking for. And guys, the other thing to consider is, we have to hold all these tumblers that you see on the wall, right? We have to hold thousands in each. So it becomes a little cumbersome. So we have to be very careful on what we're introducing, how, otherwise it becomes very complicated. So we're doing the best we can to release things that we think will move really well. We know that sports is a very big thing. Sales to schools is a big thing. So that's why we have the colors we do, because they're very popular among schools and sports and teams and cheer. So that's kind of what we've looked at to, start these colors. But we do plan to expand, our tumbler line, especially with the MakerTwist tumbler. So I do want to go over the MakerTwist system. I do want to talk about that. But one thing I do want to, go ahead, Sam.
So just real quick, just because this was an older question that got buried, but for anyone who was asking about the resale certificates, like say you already have like an account with us and you just haven't turned that in yet, just go to the MakerFlow site, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see sales tax exemptions.
Mm-hmm.
So if you click on that, you can upload your form and get that turned in so we can start waiving taxes from there on out for you. So you can do that at any time, regardless if you have the account created or not. But I would say create the account first, then turn that in so we can attach it to your account. And then people are loving that solution of the AI for settings. Someone said that they're going to try that. I think it was Sheila. Yeah, she's going to try that out. And then someone's asking about wine chillers in the future.
Yeah, actually, I just got asked about wine chillers in the lobby the other day. Wine chillers is probably going to be very much in the future. It's probably not going to be right now. And the reason for that is wine chillers take up a lot of space. It's a huge product. And I think a big problem that we're going to be really running into is gas prices going up right now. There's a lot of global things going on. So bigger products become very complex and they end up becoming very, very expensive. So we're probably going to wait for the wine chillers, but we are going to try to come out, more products that we know work very, very well. So the wine chillers is a bit of a complicated product and it will get very expensive. So we're probably going to stay away from that at the moment, but maybe like end of the year, or maybe the following year, we'll think about wine chillers. So one thing I do want to talk about, the cool thing about the MakerTwist tumblers, if you guys have not explored the MakerTwist tumblers, the patent really belongs to us. It says sublimated to the color you want, then UV print on it. You can do that, or you could just UV print the color you want directly on there too.
That's a lot of UV printing though.
Well, but it's time consuming too. If you have a UV printer, you may as well just use a UV printer. Otherwise you're spending like 15-20 minutes to sublimate and then you got to go and turn on another machine. So if I were you, I would just UV print it. And I do know UV printers pretty well. We're very experienced with the UV printers too, so I would just UV print it. It's much faster.
We also know all about UV printers because we were here with Sumita and we did that live together.
That's right. That's right. So everyone was on that live as well.
The Coleman twins were.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the Coleman twins were. Okay. So one thing I do want to show you guys, which is pretty cool, is check this out. That kind of reminds me of retro, but these are the MakerTwist tumblers, right? And so if you've never played with these before, this is kind of how our packaging comes in. And a lot of people ask about the handles, and I kind of wanted to show that on a live. This is how our handles work in the tumblers. I mean, in the boxes. So we make sure that we've designed it all correctly. And you'll notice that we've actually made a notch in the side of the box. So whether you sell it with or without a handle, it would just look like this with the handle, and without the handle, you would just have kind of an open notch. And there's a piece of foam that protects the top of the lid if there's no handle. So it's kind of, it's all kind of thought of. And this was kind of all built out when we came out with the patent. So if you guys are, and it looks really cool. Like imagine if you had if you were in Florida, if you're in Miami, these are like Miami colors, right? And this would be such a cool thing to have some really cool like UV DTF, cars or UV DTF like Miami scene, and imagine selling them in this kind of box. I think this would be super hot in like the Miami scene. So the cool thing about the MakerTwist system and the tumblers that I love is you could give me any place. You can give me some place like Miami, or you could tell me like, hey, I'm a hunter and I live out in the middle of nowhere. And there's a way that you could fit colors with the MakerTwist system. You could find designs, whether it's laser engraving, UV DTF, UV printing, epoxy, and you can make anything work, because in each style, meaning in each, the 20 ounces up here, the skinnies here, we have 13 colors, 13 tumblers, and 13 handles is 169 different combinations. So if you just hold 13 handles and 13 tumblers, it's 169 different combinations. That's insane. No other tumbler company has that option. Now, a really cool stat. We had done a live last week where we had engraved a tumbler. And Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, but we engraved a tumbler, which was I think the 20 ounce. I can't remember, but
hidden in my office.
Okay, but it was kind of like this tumbler right here. And that we had done an engraving that was maybe, I don't know, maybe like 40% of this, 50% of this. It was about this big. Sam, do you remember on the Ultra how long that took?
Like 36 seconds or something like
36 seconds to run this, guys. 36 seconds to run this. So let's just do some quick math right here. This is what makes the MakerTwist system so cool, is that all you have to do is spend 36 seconds to engrave, 10 minutes to think a design, go buy a design, get a logo, whatever it is. It takes 36 seconds to engrave. I'm going to just round that up to a minute. Let's just say it takes you a minute because you have to unbox it, put it in, engrave it. Shoot, let's just even do it for 2 minutes, right? Let's say 2 minutes a tumbler. If you do your tumbler per hour calculation, you'd be able to do 30 tumblers an hour. If you did 30 tumblers an hour, and let's say you just marked it up $10, okay? $10, which means you get the tumbler wholesale, you buy by the case. I think all in, you would be at the tumbler around $9 or so. Let's say you just marked it up $10 and you sold 30 for 1 hour. That means at a trade show, at a craft show, wherever it is, you could sell it for $20 and make $10 a tumbler. If you were to just sell 30 in an hour, you would take home with you $300. That's not gross, that's net. That's what you would make. You would make $300 in just 1 hour. So if you just went, let's say if you just go to a trade show, a craft show, and you just build this wall right here. Mark, do you remember how much the shelves cost?
Yeah, it was cheap, like 80, 100 bucks, call it.
$100 for all the shelves?
So
per shelf.
Like $200.
So guys, this is like 3 shelves. There's one shelf here, there's one shelf here, and there's one in the middle that has this shifty thing, right? This was about, he said $250 on Amazon for this whole shelf, right? In 1 hour, you'd pay for that shelf that you could use over and over again at a show. You can use it to do lives just like us. You can use it to organize in your shop, right? Just an hour, just 30 minutes. There's so many people that say, how am I supposed, like, there's somebody selling this for $20 at a trade show. I just did the calculation for you. If you just sold these for $20 at a trade show, gave the power to the customer to be like, hey, pick the color tumbler you want, and the handle's $5 additional. You sell these for $25. All these tumblers, I believe, except for even the hydros come under $10, I think. All these systems come under $10. You can make $15. You make $15 every 2 minutes. How cool does that look in a 10x10 booth, right? Imagine if that was your wall. You could be doing this. And if you're at a craft show, 30 tumblers an hour is all it takes. You could literally be doing this live you could be easily pulling 200 to 300 bucks an hour. And that again is after the cost of your tumbler. Yeah, Sam, I saw you had your hand up.
Yeah, so there's just been a couple of comments coming in. One from Out of Jersey Creations.
Sure.
They said that they get nothing but gasps, followed by overwhelming thanks when they receive our products. So they.
Oh, in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh God. Okay.
I read it deadpan to let you decide what you want to.
Yeah, the emotion there was not there. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
And then Karen wants to go back to the lid talk. She goes, "What about the lid replacements? Is this something feasible?"
Yeah. We're like I mentioned, we are working on the lids. They're going to be on the way, so we will be restocking the lids and make sure we have the lids. I am very curious to hear for the lid replacement. Is there a reason you're looking for the lid replacements? So do you just want an extra lid, or is the lid breaking? It's the reason I ask is because we've actually done a lot of lid testing. I know that like a few weeks ago we posted a video of us trying to use a hammer to break our lid. Now, granted, it was a silicone hammer, but we broke a cheap lid very easily. But we whacked ours 5 times and it didn't break at full power. So I'm wondering if the lids are breaking or cracking. If that's happening, let us know, because we do pay extra for a very premium lid that is very difficult to break. And I don't know, maybe if you can find a hammer and you can find one of our lids, Mark, maybe we can do it here. But I could show you guys live.
I know where they are. The hammers are right on the shelf out there. Just walk out the door.
So our lids are, we make sure that we pay extra for them. We pay a pretty extra. We pay a pretty good hefty amount for that lid. So I'd love to know, the reason for the replacement, but we will be getting them. So they should be here in a few weeks. Yeah, Sam.
So I will say, just personally for myself, I like having an extra lid for cleaning purposes.
Okay.
So, I think it's just easier to have a backup. And if something breaks or say, you can't find it, it's just nice to have an extra. Colorful Impressions is along the same route. They said some customers come back months later complaining about mold, not on ours, but on other lids. So it's just nice to be able to offer that, I think, for your customer.
Okay. And guys, do make sure that if your customers are complaining about molds, that they remove their gasket and they're cleaning around their gasket. That's one place that folks really have a difficult time. What people really have a difficult time, with their cleanliness, because you got to clean that gasket. That's where your bacteria lies. Or the other places, if there's water sitting somewhere for a long period of time. But you just got to look at your lid and figure that out. But the gasket is definitely the place where that happens. Yeah.
Okay. You caught Cutting. She said, "Awesome. They are excellent quality. I just lose them."
I just use them?
Lose them.
Oh, lose them. Oh, I didn't think about losing it. That's a good point.
Sometimes when you use it a lot,
I know.
You want to clean it though too, and then you let that one dry and clean. And
Yeah.
just,
I think at my house, we have a drawer full of lids, and I just lose mine. I could see it. But they are coming, so I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to figure out, why you would need it. So it really helps us to write content on our website as well on, for replacement lids. So
we just do, John.
Yeah. So what are we doing? Are we gonna do this?
I don't know.
Are we gonna make a fool out of ourselves?
Try.
We should probably have some goggles on.
We don't have those here.
We have a hammer and we have a lid, and maybe I hold the board.
And can I just say, so I'm going to say this because someone asked recently if we have any house-shaped cutting boards.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because you have that one there. I did have to tell someone because I knew it was here in the studio. I was like, that's an old style. We don't have it anymore. But it's really funny that this is the one you guys picked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, do not do this at home. I don't know why we're doing this. So the one we did in China was actually a silicone one. I just want you to know this is an iron, this is a legit hammer, which by the way, if you make sure you check out our hammers. Father's Day is coming up. Our hammers are awesome.
Either the hammer's really good or the lid's really good.
Yeah, either the hammer is really good. I hope that we have no idea what's going to happen. But if you do look at our video, okay, all right, enough talk. All right, this is probably the most unsafe thing. I don't know if I'm going to hit it.
I'm glad you guys are doing this.
All right, ready for this? All right. Who thinks it's gonna break? Is it gonna break or is it gonna stay intact?
I think you're gonna hurt Mark.
Oh, I think I'm gonna break the cutting board.
Nah, we're just kidding. We're not gonna do it.
No, we're gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Right. Dude, we have insurance. All right, ready? All right. Holy crap.
He's worried.
Well, I'm trying to make sure I don't kill either of us. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay.
That is quality right there. That was done live and that was not planned. It's not breaking. It is not breaking. Look at it.
Any damage?
There's no damage.
Holy crap.
Okay, so I think the coolest thing would be if you guys could show how to take that off and put it back on.
It doesn't come off, clearly.
After you beat it up, like you know.
What?
like-
You just whack the heck out of that. There's not even a scratch on it.
Wow, I've never done that with a real hammer.
There's one little mark, like right there, on the tip of the thing.
Oh man, this live just got out of hand. I didn't know that. Can I break it? There, you try it. You try it. Keep going at it. Just don't hit my hand. Oh my God, you're a lefty.
Damn.
You hold it so much more awkwardly than Mark did.
Got
Golly.
it. I think I got it. Got
No,
a
you
crack
don't.
out of it. I got a
Oh,
crack
you got
out
a
of
little
it.
crack. No, it's not even cracked. It's just a little bulge. It didn't crack. It didn't crack.
Dang.
It's just like a little bulge it got. That's it. It actually still hasn't
The
cracked.
hammer got more damage than anything.
We gotta fix our hammers.
The hammer got
Okay.
All right, we're done. We're done.
All right.
Sorry, guys. This is more entertaining for us because we can't believe it. I mean, we knew we made a quality lid, but that was incredible.
Okay.
So-
So everybody's really excited about what you were doing, but there were some real questions coming in. between.
Okay. All right. Real
Okay.
questions.
One of the real questions, and they asked it twice, so they really want to know why are there no electroplated wine tumblers? Would love a black gold wine tumbler to engrave.
Yeah, it's the same reason I mentioned before. It's not that we just move at a good pace where we know that things are working out. So we will make sure that we slowly come out with it. So we have to keep in mind, guys. I think a lot of folks, think that MakerFlow is like a huge company, like maybe some of our competition, but we just literally came out of the garage not like 5-6 years ago. So we're growing, and we just have to be very cognizant on what we're releasing. So otherwise, we just run out of space in the warehouse, and it becomes difficult. So we slowly will come out of it. Yeah.
I think this might be the same answer you just gave.
Yeah.
But they want options for the handles, like two-tone colors, things like that, like an ombre maybe.
Yeah, with the handles, what I would recommend is I would probably, for now, it would be very difficult for us. I do have another invention in mind that I want to kind of come up with. So I'm working on a couple of other things for the handles. But for now, I would recommend just taping it off. And if you really need to, getting some high quality paint and just painting it yourself or using epoxy. Another great option is to use UV DTF to change the color, or you could use epoxy, or you could use rhinestoning. There's multiple other ways to change the handle colors. UV DTF is what would be my preferred one if I wanted to do something now. Yeah.
You had another person asking, is there an option for the magnetic slide versus the silicone slide?
At the moment, not at the moment, but as we get into more accessories, we have thought about that. The one thing about the mag slide, we do have to kind of watch out because some of these things are patented, and a lot of folks that come out with it don't realize it until they get a cease and desist. So we do have to go a little bit slow to make sure and really truly understand. And the reason we know this is because I don't know if you guys are aware of the knockoff Ridge wallets. Well, everyone at one point came out with it, and at the time we just weren't like big enough and we didn't know any better. Well, we ordered like 4,000 or 5,000 of them, and we got a cease and desist from Ridge, and we're like, everyone's selling them, but it didn't matter. So we do have to be a little bit careful on how we operate with that. So you might see a lot of other suppliers that come out with things that are sort of patent infringing, and it's just the story of a business. As you grow, you kind of know and understand more things, and that's kind of where we're at. So yeah.
Well, Sheila said she would buy several of the wine tumblers right away.
Gotcha.
So know that you already have some sales behind that.
That's awesome.
And then the Coleman twins said, give us a snow globe handles.
That'd be crazy.
Snow globe handles.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's actually what I was thinking.
Okay.
But well, yeah.
Let me see the drawing.
I actually drew it out, but I was like, where am I gonna like punch it? Well, who's gonna fill it with glycerin? Who's gonna do all that? That's
I'm
what
sure
it is,
there's,
right?
Like a separate part of the photo that like points to what's inside of the floating things.
Yeah, floating things. Yeah. No, but that was one of the ideas, was to make like glycerin handle. But the couple of things that we have to watch out with is like if they fall, if they break, like it would be like a massive issue, and then we have to think about liability now. And there's like a bunch of growing pains we have to go through. We have to think of like 5 different things. We also supply a lot of licensed products. So we have to think about all these things. But
Someone's rhinestone the handles before too.
yes.
Oh, rhinestone action.
Yeah, I love that
was
one.
Betsy. She's in the chat.
Yeah. See, we save these things.
So Betsy, if you're still here, kudos to you. That is a more to create. So for anybody who doesn't follow Betsy, you should. She's amazing. But yeah, that's super cool. By the way, you had a question come in about maybe adding cleaning instructions to the care card, like it's okay to remove the slider or the gasket. That might be a great idea.
Yeah, with the cleaning instructions, what I would highly recommend. So with the care cards, we really wanted to keep it as generic as possible because a lot of folks are doing different things with it. So either somebody might be epoxying it, rhinestoning it. So we have to keep it very generic. What I would highly recommend is one of two things. Either get stickers of exactly what you want to promote and you can add it to the back of the care card. Or the second thing is if you have a UV printer, if you have a printer, you can make your own care cards and you can make sure that you are branding it yourself. So those are a couple of things that you could do. The reason we leave the back of our care cards inside the tumblers blank is so you can actually logo them. You can make it to yourself. So make sure that make sure that you guys consider that or use that as your advantage and logo and brand it to yourself. So yeah.
The Colemans are siding with you. So that's how our luck goes. We'd be a magnet for cease and desist.
Aha, nice, nicely done. And actually, you know what's funny about that? We've got another cease and desist from Hydro Flask, who got bought out by another company, and they actually went for our customers. And so, you know, since then we've had a lot of issues. Like we have to go through a process to make sure that you guys are protected because they will come after you if we supply something that's incorrect. And that was the last time that's happened. That's why the ridge doesn't, the ridge style wallet doesn't exist on MakerFlow. We have to, that's why change our dual style lid to the one we currently have. And that's currently under a trademark. And so there's a lot of things that we have changed the way we run our business as we've grown to protect you guys, or protect us as well. So yeah.
And Eric Schomburg is saying, make sure your tumbler is leak proof with any snow globe ideas.
Yeah. The snow globe idea I had for the handle for sure. But I think that's something that I'll probably stay away from. We've gotten a lot of feedback, and there, a lot of folks for business. I think the one big hot take on customization business that Mark and I really feel is the more options you have and the more customizations you have, the more complicated we make the process. So if we give you too much to customize, and let's say if you're customizing something for an hour, it doesn't become profitable. So that's why I like the snow globe tumblers themselves. I think they're a lot of fun. But like I could just see like people adding the glycerin, adding all these things to it. It takes so much time. We do kind of try to help folks be profitable with great products that you can customize. So the slope globe just seems like such a manual process, but it's something that we've definitely considered. And one thing that happens in my mind, kind of like the tumblers per hour, I try to ask myself, okay, if we did a snow globe style, how long would that take for you to do? Can you do it in 5 minutes? Can you do it in 2 minutes? Or is it going to create a mess for every 5 you do? So there's a lot of consideration that goes along with it. Yeah.
Have we even done the offer today?
Yeah, we haven't gone over that. It was more fun hammering our lids to make sure they work. So
not even a little bit.
Yeah. So guys, I know we've been messing around. We're having a great time here. I'm sorry you had to watch me for the last 30, 45 minutes talking, but let's get to a cool offer. So one really cool thing we have, I've gone over the wholesale. So remember, we have the Build a Bundle. It gives you 10% off if you order 25 singles or more. All you have to do is just add it to cart. Then we have Buy by the case. And if you buy any case of our products, you get 20% off. And then you have Build a Pallet. If you buy 25 of any cases on our website, so you can mix and match cases, you get 28% off the singles price. Okay, so those are the three offers. But today we do have an offer. It's a live offer that we have, and the live offer, Sam, if you want to put that up real quick.
Boom.
So this is a bit of a complex offer, but this is like insane discounts. Okay, so you get $20 off 25 items or more. Okay, so $20 off 25 items or more. Instead of giving you guys a sample pack today, because we are able to introduce the new colors, and we have 13 colors in all the MakerTwist and Hydro, you're able to make your own sample pack, get $20 off 25 items or more, and it will also be $10 off because it will be a Build a Bundle. So you will be getting an insane amount of money off. I don't know what that comes out to. So like if you were to get your cart, let's say to let's say to $100, you would then get 10% off, which would put it at $90. Then you would get another $20 off, which would put you at $70. So if you look at it that way, you're getting 30% off for a Build-A-Bundle. 30% off. That's what it comes out to. So usually our Build-A-Pallet is 28% off. If you use this, you'd be getting 30%, which is bigger than what our Build-A-Pallet, our biggest discount is. So we wanted you guys to experience the Build-A-Bundle if you haven't. If you need to place an order for Mother's Day, Father's Day, what have you, but you don't want to order a Build-A-Pallet, this is a great opportunity that you guys will be able to get the discount. Now, obviously, if you order $300 worth, it won't be 30% off. But you know, if you're in the $100 range, it would be 30% off. If you get let's say order $200 worth in the Build-A-Bundle, it'll be 10% off, which would make it $180, and then you get $20 off that. So it would make it $160 for something, you know, that was almost that price. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just remember you're getting big discounts. So I'll go build a cart, build a bundle. Remember, it's 25 singles of any products. But let's say if you don't know MakerTwist or you don't know our tumblers, you could just mix and match a bunch of handles and a bunch of tumblers, a mix of colors, a mix of different products. You can get some laserette, you can get some jewelry, you can get some marble boards, charcuterie boards, cutting boards, mix and match, whatever you want, and you'll get that 10% off for 25 or more singles. Yes, Sam.
Okay, so the Coleman twins brought up a point. They're like, what about for people who have smaller businesses? They want smaller sample packs. What I would say to you, instead of like a pack of like 6 tumblers, maybe do the 6 tumblers, but then you can also add the rest in just handles. The handles are what, $250? So you can have a bunch of different color options to show all of the different varieties that are available. I mean, yeah, you are kind of all in with the handles, but they are a pretty inexpensive item if you're just trying to get the discount.
Yeah, and this is where I would tell somebody like, hey, if you're just trying to get a quick sample pack on the Build-A-Bundle offer, you know, get these and get a few other items. Like you guys can get a sample pack, for example, of the keychains, our laserette keychains. Those are quite inexpensive. Or order a little bit for your Mother's Day or Father's Day event, and that'll really help you guys get there, you know, to that Build-A-Bundle. But we do have Build-A-Bundle. We do have sample packs available. We have a whole sample pack section actually on the website with different sample packs. You know, funnily enough, if we made a sample pack for the 20-ounce tumblers, for example, there's 13 colors and 13 handles. So the sample pack would actually be 26 items anyways. So this is why we just decided, hey, we'll do the Build-A-Bundle, and that way you can just mix and match and make whatever sample pack you guys want. You actually come out a little bit ahead, and it might actually be a little bit less expensive for you doing it this way. And with the $20 off, which I can't believe Mark gave the $20 off, which it's actually a pretty big discount, which should expire by the end of today. So make sure you take advantage of it. Because you guys are on the live, we're offering this. Make sure you go take advantage of it, and make sure you go through the website to make sure you get what you want to play with. This is a great opportunity to test, get your sample packs, you know, get your sample items that you want to show your clients, your customers, you know, fill up. This is $250 setup right here with just the shelving. Okay. Think of this. Okay. If this is 1, 2, 3, this is 13 colors times 4, you're looking at about 50 items. Think of your next trade show. Maybe you put 50 items in your cart and get ready for your next trade show. And those are small items, so you could probably get away with 25. So you could really fill up your next craft show with this Build-A-Bundle. Think of it that way. So yeah, Sam.
So we had a couple of comments come in. One, I had asked what everyone's favorite products are that have been launched so far this year. Laserette is what I've heard more than anything else. I will say with this deal, you can combine it. You can get some of the new tumblers, you get some of the new laserette.
Yes.
You can also fill it up with those little motel keychains. Those are also pretty inexpensive if you're just trying to get to that $25 amount. You know, there's a lot that you can do with that. And then someone else was asking for settings for a very specific machine, of a longer engraver.
A longer, yeah.
So they don't have that available, but Betsy gave them a great idea of look at the Vision 20 watt, because that should be available and it should be compatible or at least similar.
Yeah. And I love your guys' idea about asking ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you guys use, your Gemini. But I would recommend is saying, hey, I have a longer, you know, 10 watt or longer 5 watt or longer 20 watt, and I'm looking for settings. And make sure you tell ChatGPT what kind of laser, whether you have a diode, CO2, what do you have, and let it know what wattage you have, and to give you approximate settings, and also let it know what you want in the output. Like, I need the frequency number, I need the LPI, you need the PPI, you need the power, what you need, and it will try to do its best job to go scour the internet and find you some good average settings. So that was a great idea. Sam's actually the one that told me about it, and I think it's brilliant. So and remember, those are all starting points. You have to still tweak it. You still have to kind of work on it and get the settings that work best for you. Yeah, Sam.
Josh from Facebook had a great question too. He says, business owners, can we use your images in our e-commerce stores?
Yes, that's a fantastic question. We do allow that. So go to our website. You can copy and paste your images off your website. However, I will tell you one thing. Mark and I have been doing, we've been going to a bunch of conferences about AI. Just be careful that you are tweaking your images, because your searchability, especially if you're an e-com, it goes down when they see the same image over and over and over and over again. Make sure you're changing your alt text, your meta tags. Make sure you're changing the background. Make it yours. Don't just copy and paste it. Especially the first 2 or 3 pictures, make sure that you really make it yours. And then if the rest of them you want to copy and paste, that's fine. But you can use MakerFlow's pictures. You're more than welcome to use them for your business. It's not a problem at all. Yeah.
The Coleman twins are asking, how many times can I use this code? Once per your account. That's it.
Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, well, if it was up to me, you could use it as many times as you want. But
notice I said per account.
Per account. Wow. Sam's giving clues. Whose side are you on anyways?
Just ask ChatGPT.
No. Yeah, so it's a really good code. And so make sure you take advantage of this. We don't really do coupons and codes. You'll hear in our groups and stuff, people asking for a MakerFlow code, and we're not about it. So this really goes to show you how much we love the lives and how much we love you guys being on here. If you guys are in here, and if you guys are like, you want to share it with people, you're more than welcome to post it in a Facebook group or something like that. But I will tell you, post an expiration. It will expire by 12 Eastern, which is going to be 9 p.m. PST. So if you have friends and you want to get this in on them, like, you're more than welcome to share it. But don't share it too much, otherwise we might just go bankrupt. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so, and I added that date to there because these do get replayed after we do this today. So I added 4/7/26 tonight. That way everyone knows. And then someone asked, they said they lost their connection for a second. Can I please have the discount code? Don't worry, it's actually still on the screen. John, if you want to Vanna White it and show them where the code is on the screen. Wrong side.
Oh, crap. This is why it's right there.
Here, let's go to this side.
Oh, crap. You switched it on me. Nope, wrong way. This is so difficult. All right, on the vertical one, it's right there. On the horizontal one, it's right there. Right. Where's the code? Oh, my God. Why is it so small? It's right there. This is so difficult. All right. What is the code? The code is MakerTwist. My Lord. I couldn't read it. It's right below where it says 20 off 25. So the code is MakerTwist. We do have a lot of different infographics on MakerTwist as well. Guys, does anyone have any questions on Yeah.
I think Out of Jersey thinks we were making fun of them. We were not. He is that awkward. So that was not. Because they said thanks, got it. Like they thought you were being silly, but no, that's just how awkward John is.
Oh, yeah. No. I actually the reason why I was doing that, because I thought the code expires midnight at 4/7/26 tonight. I thought it was somewhere over there, and then I realized the code is on the other side. So I was actually making fun of myself because I didn't even know what the code was, and I'm over here trying to promote the code. So I thought it was something else. So I was actually making fun of myself.
MakerTwist.
Yeah, it's MakerTwist. I didn't even know until I saw it when I came in. But anyways, if anyone has any question on the MakerTwist tumblers, do let me know. The one thing I didn't do is actually show how it worked.
Yeah. You show the seamless design and the benefits of it.
Yeah. So a really cool thing about our MakerTwist tumbler, what we've been talking about this whole time, is it's right here. So the cool thing about it is the reason we came up with this is because we realized a lot of folks were doing the Stanley tumblers and other tumblers, and they were unscrewing the handles off the tumblers, right? And they were having this issue of either UV printing them or laser engraving them. But the unscrewing and screwing back the handles was very difficult, and dealing with broken hinges was another issue. So this is why we came up with it. So the way the MakerTwist handles work is they simply just do exactly that. They just twist right off, right? And they're screw-on handles. And the cool thing about them is, let's say that if you don't want the handle, this is what the handle looks like, and it's sold separately. Let's say if you don't want the handles, you would literally just take it off and you would put the lid on the handle, and now it's separate and it's still usable, right? So this is kind of the cool thing about it. Now, the reason why we get really excited about the MakerTwist handle system is because we have so many colors of handles, as you can see in my back. And you can actually mix and match the tumbler and the handle color. So for example, Mark's team is U of A. The color is like a navy or a blue and red and white. So technically he can make a navy tumbler and a red handle, for his tumbler, and it would be very color coordinated. So this is why it makes it a lot of fun, because when you have so many handles and so many tumblers, you have 169 color combinations. You have that many ways to get your customer to say yes, because you could just let them know you can't even get this with a Stanley. You can't get it with the Yeti. This is the only way you're going to get it, because I offer these tumblers with this much variety. So that's what makes the MakerFlow, the Twist tumbler so cool. And then the last thing is, we've thought it all the way to retail packaging. So when you do that, you can now retail package it this way, where your customization, if you're doing UV printing or UV DTF, you can match the handle to it. And this is kind of how the retail packaging looks like. So that's kind of what the whole MakerTwist system is. Yes.
You want to play a fun game?
Sure.
Let's play like a sports themed rival game.
Really quick though, before that happens. So we had a few people asking. We had this asked at the last live too. So they're asking when the restock is for the black handles. If you guys look on the wall, you'll see that one of them is missing a black handle, because we're even out here at the studio. But those are coming back. Right now the ETA is May 15th. So if that changes, it'll be on the website. We've talked about how kind of those days can update. So make sure you're checking there. And then there's also saying motorcyclists really like the tumblers without the handle, so that it can fit in their cup holder. So having that option is really nice for them. And then Karine wants everybody to know that if it was quiet for a little while, it's because they all left to spend money, but they're back now.
I really, really appreciate the support, guys. And that's what we're here to do, is support you guys. So all these products we think of for you guys, because we've done it ourselves, in the garage, and we know what works and what the industry needs. And so we try to come out with these products. But we really appreciate the support from your end as well. Yeah, Sam.
Okay, and last question before I interrupt your game. So Colorful Impressions want to know if we have large quantities in stock, in case they want to order more than what they have already.
Excellent. So I'm really glad you asked that, because I was going to segue into that anyways. And let me know if I didn't hear that right. But we now do have, especially for the laser engravable products. Okay, we do have quantities listed if you select the certain colors or go to a specific product. So if you go to the handle boards on the marble side, if you go to the jewelry, if you go here, if you go there, if it's a laser engravable product, we're currently testing it. The quantities of what we have on hand is written on there. They're currently there. Not only that, but we do have settings. We do our best. If you go to the listing, you scroll down towards the bottom, we're going to try to add more resources towards the bottom. But if a specific product has settings, it's going to be there. So just scroll a couple of scrolls down and you'll see settings. Not only that, we now have MSRP pricing. So on the listing, under the buy add to cart button, if you go to a specific product, we now have suggested MSRPs, and they will be in ranges. The reason they are in ranges is because it depends on what you're engraving, right? So if you're engraving a little 3x2 versus a 5x5, you should be charging different prices because it takes longer to engrave. And so we've kind of taken that into consideration if you do a small or a big engraving. But we have MSRP prices with customization now posted for a majority of our products as well. So we're listening to you guys. We're making sure that we come out with these new things as fast as possible, and we're suggesting things. Now on the prices, I know it might be different. Some people have called and said, hey, this is like not enough. Like we can't sell it for that much. Or some people might say, wow, we sell it for more. So keep in mind that we're not going to nail it, but we're trying to do the best we can to be realistic and take averages. And we're really trying not to BS the ranges. Okay. So we're trying to be as realistic as possible. And if we put that range, it's because we've gotten many people saying they've been able to sell it in that range, or Mark and I ourselves have done that in the past. So we're comfortable with that range. If you're below that range, I would really, email us in and be like, how are you doing that? Or ask a friend, like, what are you doing? How much are you selling for? How are you selling it? And try to get in that range or on the upper side of that range. Yeah, Sam.
So Colorful Impression said perfect. Sheila said she loved the quantity tracker on the website.
Awesome.
So you guys are definitely hitting home with them. They really appreciate it. And Karine said that's exactly what she did. So that was correct.
Good. Yeah, we've actually gotten a lot of feedback on the ranges, that people are using our ranges, and they're actually using the ranges along with the sell sheets to start selling before they even get the inventory. So folks have now been able to, now they know their wholesale cost. They know like what range they need to be on. So a really good way of looking at the ranges, the way we think, Mark and I think, is on the short side, you should be about a 3x2 engraving, like no more than that. That's what the small end should be. On the large side, we're thinking of more of like a 5x5 engraving. Like if you go 5x5 or a little bit more, that's where the top side should be. If you're anywhere in the middle, or if you're doing a 3x2 in the top side of our range, perfect. The goal is to get you guys the top of that range as much as possible. And the way we try to contribute is through unique products. We want you to be comfortable that you're getting this product, and right out of the gate, when you see our range and when you get our blank, you should be like, oh yeah, without my engraving, this goes in the top of the pricing for, you know, my business. And that's really where we want you to be. So we want you to be super comfortable with our products that way. And as far as your comment on Laserette, a lot of people have messaged Laserette. I want you guys to know there's a bunch of new products coming for Laserette. Mark and I have been working on a bunch of new products. So we're gonna be coming out with some sweet products on Laserette, along with a few other surprises later in the year. So yeah, what else you got?
So they're asking, the Maroon 20 ounces, $9.95, new style. Is that correct?
The Maroon 20 ounce classic is, I believe
it should be $8.95. We'll fix it right now.
Oh, look at that. Good catch.
Terry Cactus Air Designs, thank you so much.
Give them some
Nicely
smoke
done.
lines.
Hey,
Yeah.
and it looks like Betsy was able to help Tom out with those settings. So Betsy, More to Create, thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
And
Appreciate that.
like I said, if you don't follow Betsy, you really should. So More to Create everywhere you go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Betsy is awesome. So we love your content, Betsy. Thank you so much for your contributions. We've been slogging at this wall all day, so I'm really glad this worked out.
Want to play the game?
And by we, you mean Danny.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Danny, and then I brought the others, and I moved everything. So we've all been contributing to it. I want to make a bigger wall so we can get everything else, you know, here, including the wine tumblers, the camper mugs, and everything. So
We're
we'll
gonna
work
turn
on
this
that.
into the lobby at some point.
That's right. It's a cool backdrop.
It is.
Yeah, we just need more of it. Cool.
Let's play a game.
Oh God,
Let's play a game.
Can it not be a sports game?
It's going to be a sports game.
Oh my gosh.
And it's going to be a rival sports game.
Great.
Get some pump up music going. Let's go. All right, this is going to be a Tumblr color making challenge
Oh God.
for John. You ready?
Let's go.
I'm going to show you a logo. This music getting pumped up, huh?
Yeah, let's go. You make me nervous. All right, let's go.
I'm going to show you a logo, and then you have to make a Tumblr from the Tumblr wall behind you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Using your imagination and all the 9 options there are, right?
Okay, let's go. Let's
All
go. You
right.
make me nervous.
Here we go.
Are you gonna show everybody, or how's it?
Yeah, I'm going to show everybody. Here we go.
Okay. Okay, so if it was me,
You got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, so I got 10 seconds. So I was able to remove
See what he's doing.
in 10 seconds. I was able to remove and make the U of A tumbler like I'd mentioned from Mark below. Ah, yeah.
There we go. What do you guys think?
So look at that. How cool is that?
Get over there. Look at that match.
That's wicked. All right.
All right. You ready?
How about you ask somebody else to?
Well, I said it was a rival challenge, right?
Okay. Michigan is next.
No.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, snap. That's why we got this color. All right. This whole wall's about to
focus,
get
what's going
slaughtered. Oh, no. Wrong.
Too close.
All right. So we did our best
All right.
to get these
What do you
colors
got for
right.
that one?
All right. So we got the maroon on yellow for ASU.
Boom. Nicely done. Nicely done.
That's right. All
All
right.
right, all
What
right.
else? We're destroying this wall, like I said.
They're loving my addition of the white straw.
Yeah, stop with the white straw.
right.
Hey, thanks for your contribution.
Here's the next one. Put you on a shot clock on this one. You got 10 seconds.
Okay. Hold on, let me look at it.
Knock, not. Can't look.
I gotta at least know what it is. All right, what you got?
Put the things back too.
That's Trojans? Oh, that's Michigan State?
Michigan
Oh,
State.
I know what
The
those
Spartans.
colors are. Oh crap! I don't know
Those
where I put all this
Spartans.
stuff. Got navy and I got olive green.
I don't think there's any navy in there. You colorblind?
Oh, it's hard to tell on there. Yeah, there is. The Michigan, right behind Michigan. Yeah, okay, whatever.
All right, I think John's colorblind. You guys
Oh,
see
it's hard
any,
to see on the
any
screen.
navy in there?
Oh, white. Damn it. White.
He
White.
thinks the white is navy.
No, I
Lost
thought
his
I was
mind.
behind Michigan. Oh my gosh. Hey,
Lost
Sam,
his
guess
mind.
what?
So someone's asking for you guys to do the Phoenix Suns. I'll say fun fact, they did that for their last podcast, actually.
Yeah. Guess what? This one's gonna be the Trojans, white on green with a what? Coleman twins with a white straw. There you go. I got you.
Let's get them next to each other. Boom.
That's pretty close. So as you guys can see, we've taken into account sports teams, and we really made sure to nail the colors.
Navy straw in there.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Turn me up like that.
All right, so who's the rival to Michigan State?
Someone say Jackson State.
Ohio State?
No,
Buckeyes?
right on the screen.
That's Michigan. Oh, just
Oh
Michigan?
my gosh.
You want me to just sort of tell you the colors?
Yeah, what are the colors? Navy.
Blue and yellow. Navy and yellow.
There's Michigan, the Wolverines,
There we go. That's kind of
the
dope.
national champions in basketball
Yeah,
last
that's
night.
pretty cool.
Get next to each other. Move back.
I almost feel like it'd be better with the lighter blue.
Come back.
It's usually always navy with these. Yeah, it's usually always
'Cause, like,
navy.
the big M that's blue matches that one, but the
Oh, it's like, oh, I was looking at the big one. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It could do either way. Well, that's the advantage. You can make the bottom navy and the top yellow, so you can always change it up.
What's-
People asking for certain schools now.
All right, hold on. I got some more rivals here. There's another big basketball rival.
Okay, I was not playing to sweat at this. You're making me sweat.
Here we go. No complaining.
It's time to go to the gym.
What do you got? for this
Oh,
one?
Tar Heels. Right?
Yep, North Carolina.
That baby blue and navy
What do you
blue.
got? This is a new color. Just dropped today.
It's baby
It's
blue.
exciting.
And it's going to be
Me.
Blanco. Where's the Blanco? Ah, Blanco es aquí. Yo hablo un poquito español. Mira. That's so cool.
put up-
I love that. I love that option. That's cool.
That one's not outlined in darker blue?
No.
Okay.
I think sometimes they do use a navy blue, but it's mostly baby blue and white.
Yeah, it's cool.
They said next time John can make Mark play a game.
Mark would love this game. He would actually
yeah.
know. He would actually know these
All right,
things.
do that. All
He
right.
said a game, not this game.
All right. Who is the rival to North Carolina, John? And can you make their color? And I'll show you the logo after.
I don't know who the rival is.
Oh, come on.
I'm really bad at this.
All right, I'll give you the name.
Okay.
Yeah, then you got to see if you know the colors.
Okay.
Duke.
Duke is what? Navy and white? No?
Oh,
Blue and white?
The other blue.
Other blue and white?
The royal blue.
The
He had
royal
half
blue?
of it. He had half of it. It's the royal blue and white.
Ugh.
We're gonna go over this one right here.
Oh wow, that's pretty dead on. That's impressive. Wow.
See it.
By the time we're done with this game, this entire back wall is gonna change.
he's using the white again.
And look, white straw. That's cool. Look at that.
Boom.
It's pretty close.
Nicely done. You want to do an NFL team? How about a challenging one?
Viri loves your Spanish, John. Good job.
Muchas gracias, Viri.
How about a challenging one? This one there's a lot of options. Let's see what colors you pick out of this one. If you're a true NFL fan,
Mm-hmm.
what this team's colors truly are. Let me know when you're ready over there.
I think I have the wrong handle on the wrong thing. There you go.
Better handle that.
Better handle that. Get a handle on it. Get a grip on it.
That's right.
All
What
right.
you got?
Let's see what John can do on this one.
Oh my gosh.
Better get the
Yellow, maroon, yellow, red, and navy.
What are the true colors of this team?
I don't know because I don't like them at all. I can't believe you're making me do that.
What are those?
I would
terrible towels they wave
I would
around.
care less.
Anybody a Steelers fan?
I'm really sorry if you're a
Can
Steelers
help
fan.
John out on this one. If you're a Steelers fan, what color tumbler and straw and handle would you like to see?
I know normally it would be black and yellow, but I'm gonna just say that this is an
What?
AS. ASU tumbler?
think-
Because I'm an ASU
I
fan.
don't even think that's maroon. It looks more like red. Yeah.
Sure, ASU. Because I don't do Steelers. I'm sorry.
Boo.
Yep, no Steelers. No aquí.
Horrible job.
They said, I think you're playing this game backwards. Present the colors, then guess the team.
Well, anyways, that was a good game. That was to show you guys how easy it is to change it up. You can mix and match, the colors, the tumblers. You can mix and match the team. So that was a great idea. You should have some local
Coleman said
schools.
Best NFL team ever.
The which one?
The Steelers. That's the last one that came up.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is we played you guys in the Super Bowl, and all I could say is grazing grass does not count as a touchdown. So, I stand by that.
You were there?
I was there watching the game. All I saw was grazed grass. That was not a touchdown. I'm sorry. We won that Super Bowl. So.
Okay, so they said they need the Seahawks colors.
Nope.
And then
that's not happening either.
And then Joe wants to know, who's your team, John?
Yeah, the Cardinals. And that's really sad to be a Cardinals fan, because actually it's sad to be any Arizona sports. With the last time we won a championship was in 2001.
20 never.
2001. Right? That was when the D-backs won. That's it. Yeah.
I love how people are calling themselves out now. Out of Jersey Creation said that the Steelers suck, but so do the Raiders, and they're a fan, so they get it. But they're a fan, so they get it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sports is just sports. It just brings the worst out of all of us. Oh, that's a good one, because we don't have that color.
We don't have the green, but we have the navy and the white.
And we have the teal, the light blue. That'll make up for a different tumbler. Yeah. So, anyways, that was a good game. Thank you, guys.
Viri put the colors in the chat for you, and she booed you guys.
Who did that?
Viri, because
Oh.
she wanted the Seahawks.
Lo siento, pero me no gusta Seahawks.
Sheila says it could be worse. It could be a Cleveland Browns fan.
Oh, I forgot they even
They
existed.
wear like brown paper bags over their heads.
I remember that. I think that's on the other side of depressing.
I think you guys have made enough people upset about their sports teams.
And then the live.
So let's do a little quick recap, remind them about the deal, and give them a tease about what's coming in your next podcast and the next live.
Cool. Sounds good. That's a good segue. So the deal, as I found out during the live, so I want you guys to understand that I was making fun of myself because I didn't know. The actual code, which I don't know why Sam made it so small, or how or who, it's right over here. MakerTwist right under the 20 off 25. So keep in mind, this is going to be a build a bundle. So you add 25 singles to your cart of any product, not just tumblers. You could do marble boards, you could do laserette, you could do whatever. And as long as you add 25 or more items, it'll give you 10% off first, and then it'll take $20 off that price. So it's a pretty big discount. We don't really do discounts. This should be live till 9 p.m. 9 p.m. PST, which is 12 EST. So just till the end of today. If you want to put it on social media somewhere, you're more than welcome to, but it will expire. So make sure you let them know that it expires pretty soon. Okay. So make sure you do that. The idea is that in the previous lives, we do a lot of sample packs, but this time we decided, let's just do the build a bundle so you guys can pick whatever you guys want as your sample pack. The MakerTwist tumbler system, it comes in multiple sizes. So we have the 20-ounce classic up here. We have the 20-ounce skinny over here. Where are we at here? We have, whoa. Where am I at? Okay, right here.
Pointing to the right thing.
So 30 ounces are right there. 40 ounces are right there. So these all come in the MakerTwist system. And the cool thing is the 30 ounce and the 40 ounce, the 30 ounce and the 40 ounce they share the same handle. And then the 20 ounce skinny and the 20 ounce classic have different handles. So the 30 ounce and the 40 ounce, they have the same handle. So you kind of get to save there. But these two, unfortunately, do have different handles. So make sure you get the MakerTwist system tumblers. They're pretty cool. Make sure you try our hydros. They've been really popular. And believe it or not, we've had some really big names out there for licensing that have been using them. If you guys are, big fans of Not Justice League, the other team of Justice League have been selling our tumblers. So I just can't say their name. But they've been selling those tumblers and they've been very happy with them. So our tumblers are in over 120 school bookstores as well. So if you're wondering about the tumblers, the quality of them, they're really awesome. So I really hope that you guys give our tumblers a shot. the podcast. So Mark and I have a podcast, and it's called John and Mark Making with Purpose. And we currently have Britt Shane on the podcast. We kind of interviewed her because she did she had a few TikTok shops, a few school groups. She's actually sold a few of her companies. And right after she did a podcast, she actually sold everything she had in the United States and has permanently become a nomad. And her first stop has been in Bali. So she hasn't even probably seen this, but she's currently traveling through Bali, and she's kind of semi-retired herself at a very young age. So I would highly recommend checking out that podcast so you guys kind of get an idea on social media, especially TikTok, TikTok Shop, Instagram, and a few other things. So Mark and I are trying to make sure we get some guests that are outside our industry so we can really get a lot of experience from people outside our industry and get some new ideas. So that's another cool thing. The one after Britt Shane is about AI. And I think I really want everyone to watch the AI one because Mark and I spent a lot of time at a conference. We've been in the bowels of AI, and we have a very hot take on AI. So make sure you stick around for that one. That should be in about 3 to 4 weeks when it launches. And we really want you guys to pay attention to that one. It's super, super important, especially if you're an e-com business, if you're trying to use it, for making videos, for making photos, for writing your content, doing your blogs, trying to do your website. We talk about a lot of things on how to move forward with AI. So that's a really cool opportunity as well. Before I keep going, do we have any more questions?
No, I just saw my friend Carrie Arts Designs. It's Karina joined. She's the one who made us our little dolls. So we'll let her.
Cool. About the dolls, they're actually featured in the podcast. So we actually included the dolls in our podcast arms, and you make sure you watch it in about 3 to 4 months. And the dolls are actually in there. We talk about the dolls. So we really appreciate the doll. Are you involved in this one too? So Mark, yeah. I don't know. You had a red beard? I swear this was Jesse.
No. So what happens is at that time, Mark wasn't on very much. So she did the best she could with what she had in her memory.
Gotcha. This is Sam. These are so cool.
Seahawks hair.
Yeah. And then this is me. You know what this reminds me of?
Santa Claus.
No, this is 100% OxyClean guy. Tell me that doesn't look like the OxyClean guy. Yeah, but yes, that is me. And thanks for making the hair jet black because I have so many whites. So I appreciate that. But we really appreciate the dolls.
All of us.
Yeah, she was very generous. So yeah, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys really enjoyed. We try to be goofy on here. Actually, we did the hammer testing. I was really shocked that we couldn't break the lid. So I hope you guys really hope you really got a lot out of that one. And again, the only thing that happened to this lid was a little divot. It's not even a crack. It's not cracked. It's kind of like indented. So that's all that happened after Mark and I both beat the crud out of it with a real hammer. So
it literally won't break.
It won't break. It is unbreakable. I think we have to now run it over with a car to see if it'll actually break. So really good quality lids that we have here. It makes a huge difference in the tumbler price. If you have tumblers, and if you're buying tumblers on Amazon or anything like that, actually, can you hand me that back? There's a really easy way to tell if you have good lids or not. If you notice this looks clear, if you put yours in light, it should have a blue hue. If it has a blue hue, it means it's just very, very cheap lids. So that's a really easy way to tell. So yeah. Did I miss anything, Sam?
No. I asked if there were any last minute questions, and I didn't see anything come up yet. I did see Liz said that those are some very cute dolls. You all look great. And again, that was our friend Carrie Arts Designs. Hola, Karina, ¿cómo estás? And she says she's so glad to finally see us and connect with us. She's on the same schedule finally.
Awesome. Well, awesome. I hope you guys are liking the new the lives. I hope you guys are liking the new times. If you guys have any criticism, positive or negative, feel free to reach out to Sam, Danny, Mark. If you're getting any of our emails, just hit reply. All emails that you guys get, when you hit reply, comes to me. So I'm actually personally responding to them. So make sure that you're always reaching out. We'd love to chat with you anytime. If you guys have any, ideas or solution or anything like that, feel free to reach out. Yeah.
So I just have to apologize for anyone watching these lives. The more you interact with MakerFlow, the more you're gonna be interacting with MakerFlow. So the Coleman twins said they just hit Gusser with the ad with the lid differences.
Oh, nice! It worked. It worked. That's excellent. See, And if you actually look at that ad, we were using a hammer that had like a silicone tip. So the one that we use tonight does not have a silicone tip. It was straight metal. So just imagine how much we tried to break this, and you're more than welcome to try to break the lids yourself. I mean, Mark and I both tried, and I whacked the living crud out of it, and so did Mark. So you're more than welcome to try that. Now, I'm sure if you put enough, strength, that they will eventually break. But I mean, I swear we tried our best, and we weren't able to break it. So, yeah.
And then I have someone asking if all of the laserette journals are out of stock. They are not. It's just the black. I'm looking at them right now. So maybe just refresh the page if it's showing all of them for you. But if you click on the different colors, you should be able to order them.
Now, if you feel that they're all out of stock, it might be the sample pack. If you're on the sample pack page, even if one item is out of stock in the sample pack, it's going to show that the journals are all out of stock. But it's really only the sample pack with all the journals that are out of stock. But the single items, when you go to the single page for the journal, you'll see that, not 80% of, the journals, they're all in stock. So it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
That's a good call too.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we took care of everything for you guys. I think we answered all your questions. If there were any last minute ones, you have just a quick minute to send them through. So go ahead and do that. John, did you have anything left to wrap up? I know we went on a tangent.
Yeah, no, I really hope everyone sees the value in the MakerTwist. Hope you take the opportunity and use the code and grab yourself a few new items. One thing that I will always tell you guys is Mark and I are always working and doing the best we can to come out with unique products for you guys. So nothing at MakerFlow should be, a copy, or nothing should be like, oh, what everyone else is selling. So we thrive with that. We give our factories hell in a good way. We challenge them. We really try to make sure that we're coming out with the best. So, like something like as small as a lid is a huge deal to us. So as we just did live testing, we've never tested it with a real hammer. So it really goes to show that, Mark and I really, with every single product, we think it through. So if you get anything and it's subpar, always reach out, because we are all open ears. We're not hiding anywhere to hide anything, because there's nothing to hide. Yeah.
So Sheila's asking about the restock date for the black journals, if it's potentially any earlier than May 6th. Right now, that's what we're estimating. But as long as you opt in for those email alerts, you'll get alerted as soon as they come back into stock. So if it is any earlier, you'll get that notification. But right now, we can't really predict like an earlier date than that.
So let me talk a little bit about dates. We do our best to estimate the dates. It's been a little bit difficult these days with what's going on around the world. With gas the way it's been, with the shortages, we are experiencing some delays in, when products might come, might not come. So we are doing, again, the best we can to make sure that that we get the products in time and notify you guys as well that they're going to be, by a specific date. But as we do get closer to those dates, we try to move them, wherever they need to move. We technically do have a buffer time that we put in there, but sometimes even that we get beaten by that. So we're doing the best we can to put the dates on there. Yeah. So
yeah, I think that's it. You guys definitely talked a lot about these new MakerTwists, about that special. I'll throw it up one more time really quick. So if you guys didn't grab this code yet, take a quick little screenshot. But that is the code. Again, it expires at midnight or 9-ish Arizona time, is what you were saying.
Yeah. And again, the code is MakerTwist, which is right under the 20 off 25. Which I missed earlier. So yeah, that is the code, and it'll expire by the end of today. So make sure you go and grab. Again, you don't have. I know it says handles plus tumblers, and that's just an idea, but you can grab any single item on the site, and you can make your build a bundle. So make sure you take the opportunity to do that. Yeah. But other than that, hopefully you're able to make your own wall of colors at your next show or at your house, and. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out. We're more than happy to talk to you, whether it's by phone or in the lobby or on social media or emails.
Maybe plug your guys' social, because if you guys hit 1,000, you can live stream too.
Yeah. So Mark and I, we actually have our own social. It's called John and Mark, and the and is spelled out. If you're not following us, make sure you follow us. We're sometimes we show like behind the scenes or even products that we're working with. We take polls, and we love getting your guys' opinions on, what to introduce. We don't have all the answers. And so sometimes we do that live. When we had gone to China, we had done a lot of things like on the spot from China. So, make sure you join us there. And the biggest thing with that account is it's literally Mark and I posting. So it's kind of unfiltered a little bit. So it can get a little wacky on there. So if you like a little bit of BTS content, I would highly recommend joining us there. And you can directly reach Mark and I on that account as well. So awesome. Well, I think we can call it a day. It's been a long night. I appreciate everyone that stayed through the live or has come through the live, and appreciate you, talking to us and giving us ideas, playing the games with us. And we'll see you next time, next week. And next week, we're going to be launching the electroplated tumblers, but we're going to be actually doing some different products that's more geared towards Mother's Day and Father's Day. So we want to come here and give you guys some inspiration for Mother's Day and Father's Day, and do the live a little bit differently. So hope to see you next week. And again, thank you. Thanks to Sam, who was moderating, and Mark, who was giving me a hard time. So
Sign flipping.
yeah, and the sign flipper. Wow, we're gonna get some great content out of this live.
Always.
So awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Have a blessed night. I hope you had a great Easter, and we'll see you next week.